What's up, Smooth Squad? This is your boy Jay Smooth, and welcome to my new reaction channel. Was there any like special effects or awesome? So, for those of you who don't know me, I actually had another reaction channel back in 2016, which you can see here or here, somewhere. But I had a reaction channel called J Smooth Reviews. Why it wasn't called J Smooth Reactions, I don't know. I think because back then there were a lot of reviews. It wasn't as many reaction channels back then. But I started reacting to Game of Thrones, and not even the entire series of Game of Thrones. I started with season 6. I believe back then I was so obsessed with Game of Thrones at the time. Of course, it's my favorite show of all time, that and One Piece, as you can see. And I was so obsessed with it, and after season 5, I remember a lot of people comparing the books to the TV show. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to read the books. So I read all 5 books, and I remember the way season 5 ended is the way the books ended. So when season 6 was going to start, I was like, oh man, I'm not going to know what's going to happen. It's going to be great. And I loved watching all those reaction channels and review channels from back in 2016. I believe back then it was really only like Blind Wave and the Normies, and it was like other kind of podcasters like What the Flick or After Buzz TV. They didn't really react to things. They more so like did podcasts after it was over and would talk through the show and all that. And I was like, oh man, well, I can do that. You know, I love watching TV shows and movies. That's all I really do. And I was like, let me start reacting to them and doing a video, which I did. And it went pretty well. I think I put up 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. It was doing pretty good. I got comments saying, I like your reactions. I got some feedback to do this, do that. And everything was going good. And then, of course, tragedy hits, because as it always does, right? So in 2016, I was living in the hood at the time. I'm from the hood. I grew up in Queensbridge housing projects, and I was living in the hood at that time. I'm not anymore, thank God. I'm doing pretty all right. But back then I was living in the hood, and my house got burglarized, and they took everything. I mean, TVs, laptops, computers, all my hard drives, all my SD cards. They took my PlayStation, my Xbox, all my consoles, which stressed me out because I had over like 300 hours on Witcher 3, all my Skyrim hours, which of course was over 300 hours, because I'm like one of those guys that just like to walk around and pick up everything: strawberries, bread, cups of water. It doesn't matter. I pick it all up and I sell them and try to do the math on how much money I can make. I always end up having too much money that I end up never spending, but that's a whole nother problem. But all my game progress was lost. I never even got my Grand Theft Auto 5 profile back. I tried to get that back, speak to Rockstar, didn't work. But they took that. They took all of my like collectibles. I had all these swords I collected. I had all the Game of Thrones swords. I had this World of Warcraft sword, which I've never even played World of Warcraft, but it was like this big ass sword. It's like $350, like over 100 pounds. I think it was called Frostmere or something like that. That sword was awesome. And they took that too. And I'm like, what the fuck, you gonna sell my sword? Which, yeah, they probably did. They probably just sold the sword. But, everything happens for a reason. And then after that, I got into comedy. I was doing stand-up comedy everywhere. I was on an improv team at the Upright Citizens Brigade. I was opened up my own recording studio. I was working behind the scenes in the music industry. I was doing a lot. So it probably wasn't even the best time to do a reaction channel back then, but I did it anyway because I love it so much. After my place was robbed, I was just like, I'm not gonna go through that again. So I actually slowed down, and I just stopped doing it, and then I got busy. But I started watching so many TV shows, and now all these reaction channels was out. I'm watching everybody from Blind Wave, the Normies, the Real Rejects, Late to the Party, your boy Roshi, your boy Rock Lee, RTTV, Natalie Gold, your Internet Mom Magic. The list goes on and on and on. But after watching so many of them and watching so many TV shows, I kept saying, why am I not doing this? And I kept saying it, but I was always busy, and I kept saying, I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to do it one day. And then I started watching, I believe, Snowfall. I just finished season 1. My sister kept telling me to watch that show. And, I loved it. I didn't think I would like it before because I already seen The Wire. I already live in the hood. I already know the hood. So normally when I see things that I done seen around, I usually like to watch things that are very different from the hood, like Game of Thrones and all that stuff. But I actually loved it, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I react to season 2? And then our new Black Mirror was coming up. The Witcher is about to come back up. All those Netflix shows from Stranger Things, The Boys, and everything is coming back up for season 2. And, I'm going to react to them because, it's going to be fun. I'm already sitting at home doing it anyway. So I was like, why don't you just record yourself and bring people into your life, give them your insight into these TV shows. I think it'll be great. It'll be fun. I always had a passion for doing it, so I decided to do it. One of the cons of, because there are pros and cons to this, but one of the cons of actually watching so many TV shows, being addicted to watching TV shows, movies, and playing video games is that you done seen everything. Like, for the average person that's like, you know what, let me start a reaction channel. It's probably cool for them because they haven't seen anything really, or they haven't seen that much. They'll be like, you know what, let me just watch Game of Thrones. I heard people talking about it. I heard there was this going on. So, you know what, let me react to it. For me, it's going to be a little bit different because I've seen most of the heavy hitters already. I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen all the HBO shows. I've seen Game of Thrones. I've seen The Sopranos, The Wire, The Last of Us, True Blood, True Detective, Oz. I've seen a lot of the Marvel TV shows from Loki, WandaVision, Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, Moon Knight. I've seen a lot of the Netflix heavy hitters, of course, Stranger Things, The Boys, Wednesday. I've seen Squid Game. I've seen Alice in Borderland. I basically watched a lot. If a show was great and I heard it was a buzz that it was good, I've seen it. But it's not all bad because there are actually TV shows that I've started watching it, but I haven't finished it, that are popular TV shows, especially animes like Demon Slayer or Spy Family. I think I only watched 8 or 9 episodes of Chainsaw Man. I'm only seen 2 episodes of that. It's not that I don't love these TV shows. I actually like these shows, but maybe something came out and I just started watching that, or a new video game came out, I started playing it, and other things came up and I just got on the roll of watching that, and it's so much content out here, so it gets crazy. I promise I won't just stop in the middle while doing this reaction channel. Back then I'm just watching it, so it wasn't no obligation to continue it. But I can promise you that if I start watching something, I'm going to finish it. I mean, it pretty much has to be brutally terrible and boring for me to stop it. But if it's just bad, but at least it's not boring, I'll at least finish the season, and then, we'll get through it. But literally, I think out of all the TV shows, there probably is only 1 or 2 TV shows that's ever happened to me where I stopped watching it because it was that terrible. I like different things, so I'm perfect for reaction channels. That's why I always thought I should do one, because I like so many different type of TV shows, and there are shows I started watching. I watched seasons of them, like Peaky Blinders. I've seen season 1. I wanted to finish that, and the only HBO show I haven't finished was Westworld. I saw season 1. I want to watch season 2, but they took it off of HBO, which actually helps because I would have actually watched the entire Westworld. I was prepared in my mind to binge watch the whole thing, and I went on HBO Max, and I'm like, all right, where's season 2? I'm just gonna watch the whole thing, and It wasn't there, but I'll find it. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. I'll buy the DVD or something like that. There are TV shows that I haven't even seen yet, like no episodes of them, especially since there are so many animes that I started, but I didn't finish. But there are a lot of animes that I just never seen one episode of. Like I've never seen an episode of Black Clover. I've never seen like Vinland Saga, Berserk, Castlevania, and other animes that I've heard were really, really good. And I look forward to watching those. There are new shows like Succession that I've seen people react to. People said that was good. I might want to dive into that and see that. A lot of TV shows like Black Sails, that Sense8 TV show that came out. There's a lot of them. I've never seen them before. So why not watch it with you guys? And I actually I've made a list below of all the TV shows that I've seen before, all the TV shows that I've never seen before, and all the TV shows that I've seen them but I didn't like finish it. And I actually put like whichever episode I've watched last, which I hope you appreciate, because first of all, making this list was crazy. I had to go on IMDb and look at like 1,000 TV shows. I actually went in ascending to descending order, going by the ratings, because normally the TV shows I watched were like 8 or above in rating. I was going by that. I was just looking for TV shows that were like highly regarded by people, and I went all the way to like 7.5, which is, trust me, it's like over 1,000 if you ever look at this list. And I had to go through them and then write down all the ones that I seen. And then I actually like put them in alphabetical order. And then to see like the ones that I've seen but didn't finish, I like went back to them and then like tried to see which episode I watched last, which, was pretty good. I figured out which Demon Slayer or episode I watched last, and I didn't spoil it for myself, which was amazing because it could have easily happened. The closest I got to that was with Money Heist. I thought that I seen parts of season 4, so I went to like episodes 1. No, I went to like episode 3, and I was watching it, and somebody was like chained up to the wall or something like that, and I was like, "What the f is this?" I was like, "Nah, I don't think I see this." So I just backed out of it. And, I figured out that, no, I haven't seen any of season 4. I actually finished season 3, so I'm on episode 1 of season 4. So that should be fun. I want to finish Money Heist. Why not? So it should be good. So that list should be down below. It's a Tumblr page. I made it. You can go through it and let me know what TV shows you want me to start with first. I have a couple in mind. I'm going to finish season 2 of Snowfall. I'm definitely going to start Black Mirror since that started, and there are a few animes I just want to get through, and I'm a binge watching addict. So if you see me in the same t-shirt watching like 1,000 episodes, and I know you're thinking like, this can't be the same day. Yeah, it's the same day. I will watch TV shows from the beginning to nighttime, especially since I have to catch up, and I love you guys. I want you to go on this journey with me, and that's the way my brain is wired. Like, I can watch TV shows all day, watch movies all day, and it will not affect me. Speaking of movies, I decided not to put a list of the movies I seen and didn't see because, honestly, I've seen pretty much all the movies. I'm just being honest. If it was a popular movie, if it was a good movie, chances are I've seen it. All the heavy hitters, from Matrix, Martin Scorsese films, Stephen King films, Quentin Tarantino films. I've seen them all. Leonardo DiCaprio films, all Samuel L. Jackson movies, a lot of Marvel movies I've seen. But that's the good thing. There are some movies that I haven't seen. Most of them are new ones. Like, I really want to see RRR. That like Indian movie or something like that. That movie looks pretty cool. I heard people say that was good, so I'm going to react to that on here. I haven't seen Raid. I've always wanted to see Raid. I didn't know it was called Raid Redemption. I've just been looking for Raid 1. I kept seeing Raid 2. I can't find the first movie anywhere, but I want to see that movie. I've seen all the Ong-Baks. I saw all the Ip Mans. I wanted to see Raid. I heard it was good. So I'm going to find that. I want to react to that. And a lot of the new movies that came out, I purposely didn't go to the movie theaters to see them because I was like, I'm going to react to it on here. So Dungeons and Dragons I haven't seen, which is ironic because I play Dungeons and Dragons. So I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Knock at the Cabin, which I'm definitely not going to see by myself because it's scary. I don't watch scary movies by myself. I live by myself, so prepare to see someone here with me. Which, speaking of which, for this reaction channel, for the most part, you will see me by myself until, I get some other people that aren't too busy. All my friends seem to be very busy. Or I get a girlfriend that just want to sit here and chill and watch some TV shows with me, which would be good. But until then, for the most part, I'll be by myself. But Cousin Calvin is going to sit here and watch a lot of like Marvel and DC stuff with me because I'm way behind on that. Like, well, I shouldn't say way behind, but I'm behind on it. Like, I haven't seen Wonder Woman. I haven't seen Suicide Squad 2, and he wants me to watch Justice League. So I want to see Justice League. I just want to go in order, and I keep watching these TV shows, and he's like, did you watch this yet? Did you see Legend of Korra yet? He's a huge Avatar fan, which I am too. Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's that poster up there. And I haven't seen Legend of Korra yet, so he's going to watch that with me. And, there are some Marvel films like The Eternals I haven't seen, which is crazy because Jon Snow and Robb Stark are in that. So I don't know. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm definitely going to see that. So he's going to be there to watch that with me. My son actually loves anime, probably more than I do, which is a surprise. But he's actually seen Demon Slayer before. He's actually seen Black Clover, and he's like a huge fan of those. So I figured I'd bring him in for a few episodes, to talk about it and help me out with it. And so it's going to be pretty cool. And I have a lot of friends that when they're not busy, I might bring them in and maybe I can see some TV shows that I've seen already and maybe help somebody else see it. My best friend has never seen a hood film because she didn't grow up in the hood. So I remember she saw like Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society, and she was like, oh my God, John, like, is that how the hood really is? And it made me chuckle a little bit. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, sometimes worse than that. I was like, you probably should watch The Wire. And I was recommending stuff to her, but she haven't seen it. Maybe that'd be fun to like react to things with her. I would love to see Game of Thrones again and Prison Break again, because those are like two shows I've like watched over and over and over again. I love showing people Arcane, League of Legends, because it's brilliant. I love to watch Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Wednesday. All these shows I would love to watch with people. So maybe if I get friends that haven't seen it, I'll drag them in here so I can react some of those things again. Either way, it's going to be fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys love taking this journey with me. I'm going to love doing it. I'm going to be putting out, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so much fun. And I just hope you guys enjoy it. Okay.